Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we're gonna be talking about Lords of the Fallen. Maybe you heard about this game, maybe you didn't, but Lords of the Fallen is a Souls-like RPG which takes on somewhat different approach with a European-style bulky armor pieces and medieval-style weapons such as swords, hammers, axes and staffs. Now, before we begin, keep in mind that I'm partnering with ChronoGG on this video since they're currently having a 24-hour sale of Lords of the Fallen Game of the Year edition, which has been discounted from $30 to $350, which is about 58%. Also, ChronoGG is working directly with developers and publishers, so they're not reselling keys. Every single key that you buy from ChronoGG has been directly given by the publisher or the developer. Now, if you buy the game using the link down below, I also get a small cut from the sales, and by doing that you directly support the studio. And the reason why I made this video is because I played Lords of the Fallen long time ago when it came out back in 2014, and I really loved how it looked. But there were some problems that made people wait for the sale, and they were not disappointed when they bought it. Going back to the game itself, the story follows Harkin, a convicted criminal who was rejected by the society, and now he is the last hope that humans have, since the demonic Rogar army is re-emerging from its dark realms, destroying the outside world. What I love about this title are the graphics, because for 2014, the details and overall look of the world is superb, and the combat, even though sometimes is clunky, can be really satisfying. You can actually feel the weight of the weapons and the armor. The camera kinda even shakes as heavier you are, and every single strike you make with a heavy weapon, camera is going to follow that and really immerse you into the game. What the game has problems with are the bosses, and sometimes, even though generally Souls-like games are hard, but these bosses can sometimes be insane. But when I had those problems, even though sometimes luck can really help, because the combat itself, the fight against a certain boss can go on forever. But if you just learn their moves and how they attack you and then you adapt your style to it, you can easily defeat him. But, sometimes the bosses can take a bit too long to finish and they can kill you in the meantime because you lose your focus, and because of that, people thought that the bosses need to be reimagined in the next game. Now, since combat can be sometimes clunky, developers managed to actually solve a lot of bugs in the game. So generally the game doesn't have frequent bugs that can ruin your experience. For me, game didn't crash once, and also so far I haven't had any bugs in the game that caused a huge issue. Because I played this game when it came out, I can tell you straight away it had many more problems before the updates and the patches. But now it's looking really good, and I was positively surprised because I first got the game on DVD and then I got the game on Steam with all the updates, and oh my god, it is definitely a whole nother game. When it comes to your character and his class, first off, you can pick from 3 kinds of magic, such as the Brawling, Soulless and Deception, and you can kinda already figure out what the magic is for. If it's Brawling, obviously you are going to be a warrior. If it's Soulless, you're going to be something like a paladin, mage, tank, and Deception obviously is going to be for those rogue-like or thief-like builds. And after you choose that, you have 3 different sets of armor: warrior, rogue and cleric. Usually the before mentioned magic is going to kinda be connected with the armor you use. Also, one thing I really love here besides the graphics are weapon and armor designs. They truly look buff and just wearing them feels great. Also, when you compare that with a cool sword or a hammer or an axe, you can really have a complete character. Music is also something I really enjoy here and fits the scene really well. It can make not just boss battles but even normal battles with enemies really fun, and when the orchestral music begins, it changes the scene entirely, and because the graphics are so well done, it really feels good, it flows good, and that's something I really want to see in a video game. When it comes to enemies you meet, they are challenging at first, but once you understand their moves, you can easily dance around them, since even though you're wearing a heavy armor set, for example, the stamina here replenishes a lot faster, making combat somewhat fluid. Now, when it comes to enemies themselves, they can be pretty generic. Sometimes they're not anything special design-wise and how they attack you, but you don't really notice that all that much. Throughout the map you have checkpoints that you can imagine as bonfires. You also level up your character once you go to one of those. For me the game was fun, and since even the voice acting is really good, it can really immerse you into the world, with some elements being clunky, but devs really worked hard on polishing the game with updates. Now again, the clunkiness is still there, but you are not going to notice it all that much. And if you want an alternative to, let's say, From Software games, this is a game for you, especially because it's $3.50, it's really cheap. Besides the game, you get a lot of extra goodies, including an armor piece, soundtrack, a whole expansion, and basically everything that ever came out for this game, and only for $3.50, as I said on Chrono GG. The link is right down below. This is truly an offer you can't refuse while you're waiting for a next game, like for example Sekiro. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this brought you some memories, but to everyone that wants to play this is your chance. Also tell me down below what you think about the game, and did you ever play it, and if you did, what do you think about this? Also smash that subscribe button for more videos from this game, and also about the upcoming sequel, because Lords of the Fallen 2 is currently in development. And also visit me up on Twitter at LastKnownMeal for extra news and join my Discord server. LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.